A 63-year-old man and a 12-year-old boy have been killed instantly after they were electrocuted when the former was using an external motor to pump out inundated water from the apartment cellar. The incident occurred at the Madhuvan Apartment in BTM second stage when Manmohan Kamath was using an electric motor to pump out water from the cellar. Dinesh, a 12-year-old boy, was standing in the vicinity who also got electrocuted. Fire officials say the incident could have happened due to a short circuit. With these two victims getting killed, the rain-related deaths in the city have increased to 3. A 35-year-old woman was killed after a compound wall collapsed on her in Whitefield on Monday morning. Belly Thomas is joining us for more on this story. Belly, after the rains, the death toll has now further risen with the death of these latest individuals.
Absolutely, Uday. The two victims were the latest casualties of the rain-related deaths that happened in Bangalore yesterday evening. So, Manmohan Kamath, a 63-year-old apartment resident, was using an external motor to pump out water from his inundated cellar when a 12-year-old boy identified as Dinesh was also in the vicinity standing looking what he was doing. So that time this incident had happened at around 6:15 p.m. when it was a result of some short circuit is what the fire officials say. Both of them were electrocuted and instantly were killed, and both of them were rushed to the hospital, after which their bodies were shifted for post-mortem. The police have registered a case of two unnatural deaths, and this latest incident has made the death toll increase to 3, where a 35-year-old woman, a housekeeping staff of a private company, was sweeping because of the rain had brought in a lot of filth and garbage into that premise, and she was sweeping close to a compound wall when the compound wall all of a sudden collapsed on her, and it was tedious for the fire officials to locate her under the debris. And as soon as her body was retrieved, they found that she was motionless, and she was shifted to a hospital where they had declared her brought dead. So these are the rain-related incidents that had happened, and the government, basically the administration under the Bangalore in-charge minister, the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar, said that he had identified around 210 flood-prone spots, and among that 70% of that is around 166 spots have been rectified so far, and the flood prevention work is occurring at the rest of the places. Meanwhile, the traffic police have also identified 132 spots, including the underpasses that are prone for waterlogging, and they are working on rectifying. After 84 spots have been rectified, the rest of the spots that are prone for waterlogging is also being worked at, is what the authorities tell us. So the Karnataka Fire and Emergency Services, along with the civil defense personnel and the SDRF, is all deployed for work. They are 24/7 deployed at flood-prone zones, where they are deploying boats for moving people who are bedridden and who are stuck at the ground floor homes where the water has inundated their homes, and they have no other.
But this was the start of the rain season, Belly. What measures are the authorities taking now so that this is not repeated in the monsoon season ahead?
Uday, so the IMD, the Indian Meteorological Department, has forecasted that this is a pre-monsoon shower, and this had lasted only for 3 hours on the intervening night of Saturday and Sunday, which had caused these much problems in the city. So the authorities are kind of working on towards identifying these flood-prone zones, and the administration has identified around 210 spots, out of which 166 have been worked out, and it is rectified, is what they are saying, most of which were filled with filth and silt, so that cleaning all these things would facilitate the flow of the water to the Rajakaluways, that is the stormwater drains, and eventually going and filling up the lakes. So now the water logging is happening because of mostly the Rajakaluways, that is the stormwater drains that are encroached, as well as the exits of these water flowing valves or outlets have been clogged with filth, plastic, and garbage, is what the authorities are saying, and the work is underway for cleaning this up so that the effective flow of rainwater that flows over to the low-lying areas are being looked at, Uday.
All right, Belly Thomas, appreciate you joining us with those updates.